Hi. Um, I recorded this video like a week ago while I was sick, and literally 5 minutes ago I was editing the video, and I just realized that I was kind of rambling. I was doing a lot of rambling, and I know that's what this is. Like it's a yap session. I'm supposed to be rambling, but it was like a lot. Like I was talking about meaningless things. But I do still want to talk about that, but I want to cut down on the yapping because it was like a 30-minute recording when everything I need to say can be said in like 10 minutes. So first off, I want to start by saying um I really like my current work-life balance. Like I like how much time I spend at my actual like hour paid by the hour job. I like how much time I have to relax and de-stress and chill on my own and study and things like that. And I love the amount of time that I put into content, like, the YouTube videos, the streams, the Eon's SMP. Like I feel like I have a really good work-life balance. And one thing that I really love about my work life balance is not only that I feel like I have enough time to do everything, but it's that I feel like I have enough time to put the right amount of effort into everything. And let me explain what I mean by that. So I'm someone who obviously I don't always give things like 100% of effort, right? But I always try to. That's like the biggest thing. I always try to give something my all, at least in the moment. So like when I'm recording videos, I try very hard to do weekly uploads, but sometimes I'll record a video and I'll think back on it and be like, that idea was not as good as it was originally. And although I gave the recording my all and like I did everything I could to keep it entertaining, I was trying too hard to keep it entertaining, and that's how I know that it just isn't a good video. So I'll scrap it, and that's why sometimes I'll go 2 or 3 weeks without a video, because then I'll brainstorm a new idea, or I'll have to start a new project, or I'll just have to completely start over. But when I do get a good idea and like I think about it, I'm like, I really like this, I want to make this, and when I'm recording it, I'm really enjoying it. I'm giving it as much effort as I can without, being too overbearing and being like, we'll go back to another. Um, and then in the editing process, I try my best to do my best when I'm editing. Obviously, not always. Sometimes I'm in a funk, or sometimes I just don't feel like it. But I never, I don't try to rush things. Like I do rush sometimes when I have like a deadline, but I still try to keep myself within this standard of just this standard that I hold myself to. Like I know what my content should feel like. I know how it should sound. I know how it should look. I know how it should flow. Like I know how my videos progress, and I try my best to stay true to that no matter what amount of effort I'm giving. And I see that as still trying to give it my all. And I do the same with like studying. I try my best. I have ADHD, it's very hard, but when I am like locked in and studying, I try my best to keep on focus. Like I try to eliminate distractions. I do everything I can. Obviously, I fail a lot, but I try. And that's like the biggest thing is I try. I try. I try. Um and with my actual like IRL job, I try not to give it my all, but to do my best with the amount of effort I give. And frankly, what I just mean by that is like I'm obviously not paid a lot. Like I'm a regular person. So I'm not getting paid a lot. So I'm not gonna put in like 100% effort into my job. I'm not gonna show up early every day, do more work than what's required, stay extra hours. I'm not gonna do all that. But when I am there, I'm doing my job. Like I'm making sure that I do everything correctly. I'm making sure I do it on time. I'm making sure I'm organized. I'm neat. Like you know, and that kind of leads into what I wanted to talk about today. What this Yap session is about. And basically, I have been given an opportunity to change my work-life balance in favor of work. By that, I mean I've been given the opportunity to be more at my place of employment. And while that might sound really nice to most people, this would, you know, essentially put me at like above management position, and I don't want that. Like for multiple reasons. One, it takes an absurd amount of hours. I'd be putting over 40 hours every week, which I have worked jobs that require a minimum of like 52 hours a week. Like it's not that I can't do it, but like said, I would completely have to upend my work life process. or my work life balance. Um, but it would require more than 40 hours a week. It would require changing my current work schedule, which means I'd have to get used to a whole new schedule. It would require almost completely changing what I do at work because I would be in a brand new position. Um, and it would essentially just mean putting a lot more effort into my job. And I don't see it as worth it because one, it's more or less leaning into turning my job from a regular job to a career, which I don't see what I do now as a career for me. Like, it's just not something that I want to spend my life doing. And second of all, it's not a huge increase in pay. You know, like, it is a good increase in pay, and I would make a lot more money on top of the extra hours. But I don't think that increase in pay is enough margin for me to completely change how my life is now. And obviously, it won't completely change, but it's just the structure of my life will change, you know? And I am someone who, like most people, I don't love going to work, you know? Like, I like working. Like, I could never just not have a job, but I also don't want to spend my life at my job. Like, and that's why I love like where I'm at now. I work enough to make enough money to live, more than enough money to live stable, and then I have enough time to do the things that I enjoy in life. And it's like part of me wants to take this opportunity up. Part of me wants to say yes and take this new position, but it's I just don't think it's worth it really. And I don't know. It just doesn't seem worth it, as well as it's not guaranteed to stay, you know? Like, people come and go, opinions change, you know, anything could happen really. And it's just like every part of my childhood, growing up a very like low income family, every part of my brain and just experience, everything that makes me me is telling me that I should say yes just for the stability, you know? But then all the other part of me is telling me that it's not worth it. And this isn't really me coming on here like asking you guys, oh, comment what I should do. No, because frankly, I'm probably not going to listen to anybody because it's my life, not yours, you know? But it's more or less me coming on here just to like express my thoughts because I am someone who believes maybe not everything because you know some things just happen, but I believe that for the most part everything happens for a reason. And I feel like this is one of those moments where it's a really big decision, and me saying no to this opportunity for now is going to seem like the wrong choice because I'm going to watch someone else enter that position. I'm going to listen to them talk about how much it's helping them and watch them improve in the workspace. And I'm going to feel like I've earned nothing from it. But sticking with my heart, like what I believe in my heart of hearts, in that everything happens for a reason, I feel like saying no is good for me in some way or another. And I don't know what that reason might be. I have no idea. I could be completely wrong, and I'm fully okay with accepting that I'm wrong if I am. But I just think this is one of those really big moments where there isn't really a wrong choice, and all you can do is be happy with the choice you made. Because I think you face a lot of like every day, I don't know what the number is, but it's like every day people make like over 10,000 decisions, yes or no decisions. And it's simple things like, oh, should I go get some water? Yeah, I'll go get some water. Should I stretch? Yeah, I'll stretch. Should I go pee right now? No, I'll wait to go pee. Like, it's things like that. But I think at different points in life, at least a couple times a year, like 3 or 4 times a year, you get faced with a big decision that could completely change your future, right? Or at least the future that you see ahead of you. And I think they're very minor decisions in the moment, but the turnout is huge. And I only believe this because there's been so many times where I've said yes or no to something, or I chose one thing over another, and it was such a minor thing at the moment, but months later it had such a big impact on my life. And you know, I genuinely feel like this is one of those moments where right now it's going to change nothing about my life, and it wouldn't have changed anything major if I would have said yes. But I feel like at some point in the near future or in the far future, this will have a very big payout. Whether that's good or bad, I firmly believe it will have a very large outcome. But I could be wrong, you know? Maybe that's just the little bit of optimism I have left in my heart, hoping that I'm right. And you know, part of the reason I wanted to record this was not only to get my thoughts out there, but also to document it. So like, it's kind of conceited, but I kind of wanted this video so in the future, if I'm right, I can like do another session talking about the outcome, and I can reference this video and be like, see, past corrupted, you were right, you made the right fucking decision, I knew it, I knew I was right. Or if it has a negative outcome, I can look back on this video and be like, God damn it, dude, you're so dumb. You're so close-minded, you should have took the money, fuck. But who knows, you know? Anything can happen. Even if it has no effect on my life, even if it's not positive or negative, I think it's good to get these thoughts out there, because not only did I want to talk about it, but also I think this might help one of you, somebody who's watching this video right now. You might be facing one of these decisions. Something that seems very minor, but you know, one of those decisions that just has a lot of weight to it. It seems real minor, but somewhere deep in the pit of your heart, in the pit of your stomach, in the back of your brain, you feel like this is so much bigger than it actually is. You feel like this decision is so much more important than everyone makes it seem to be. This video is telling you, you're right. You are right. This one decision will change your life. And whether it's a negative outcome or a positive outcome, it's going to change your life for the better. Because the one thing I've learned about these decisions, is that no matter how my life changes, I either learn from it or I earn from it. That's it. You can only succeed. Yes, it might make your life worse for the time being. I put air quotes there. It might make your life worse for the time being. But guess what? You'll learn. It'll be a new experience that you can learn from. Something that you can avoid in the future. Something that you didn't even know could happen, and now you're completely aware of it. That's what I've learned. That's what I've learned from making the wrong choice so many times, is that it was never the wrong choice, because each one of those decisions put me in the place where I am now. Each one of those wrong decisions put me in the place where I can afford to live on my own. I can have enough time to live my own life. I can have the friends that I have. Like, I can live the life I'm living now. And yeah, it might not be fucking perfect, but it's a lot better than it was 3 years ago. It's a lot better than it was 4 years ago. That's really it. I ain't mean for this to get all motivational, but that's it. You right now, you. I know you. You're like, me? Why is he talking to me? Why does it feel like he's talking to me? Yeah, you make the decision. You know if you want to say yes or no. So say it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't eaten or drinking anything the past 6 to 8 hours, please make sure you do so. Take care of your bodies. With that being said, be nice to each other. Be nice to yourselves. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.